Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to be here to make a presentation. I'm Mowen and our authors are from University of Bristol, Department of Computer Science. I'm going to introduce our work, Small or Far Away, exploiting deep super resolution and altitude data for aerial animal surveillance. I'm going to introduce our work from these aspects. First, the research challenges, and then our proposed method and results. Finally, the conclusion and our future work. Here, as we know, visuals captured by the high-flying aerial drones are increasingly used to assess the biodiversity and animal population around the globe. And yet, challenging acquisition scenes and tiny animals in aerial and imaginary, despite the ultra-high resolution cameras, have so far been limiting the factors for applying computer vision detectors successfully with high confidence. So in this paper, we are going to propose a method to address this problem. We address this problem for the first time by combining the deep object detectors with the super resolution techniques and altitude data. And here the main challenge to detect animals in these aerial images is that animals are so small, they usually only occupy limited pixels in the image. Here we could find this image is from our dataset with the original resolution. The resolution is about 3000 by 4000 pixels, and we could find that it's really hard to fit an animal in this picture. And I think there nearly no people could easily find an animal in this image. And even when we zoom in part of the region of this image, here after zooming, it's still a little bit hard to find the animal. And here we could find the animal is here. It's in the shadow of the tree. So I think it's really hard for a person to find this animal and first sight. We could find that the bounding box is really small. They only occupies about 20 by 20 pixels per animal. So it's really a hard task for a human to detect these animals in such a big image. Another problem is that the scarcity of animals in the data can lead to the dataset being extremely imbalanced with far more background than the actual animals and even many images that don't contain any animals. And here we could find in this image, we show all the animals in the gray bounding box. And we could find that most of the regions don't contain an animal, and the area of background is much bigger than the animals. We use two different datasets for our research. First, the left image is from the aerial elephant dataset. This dataset contains high-resolution aerial images of African elephants, and which captured between the 2014 and 2018. And in total, this dataset has 2,074 images containing more than 50,000 elephants. And another one is red one. This is the red one. This is an image from the CMAP dataset, which contains a collection of aerial images of various African wildlife. And this dataset was collected in the 2014, and in total, this dataset contains 17. They only contain 6,054 images, with about 7,000 labels of animals, and each image is 3,000 by 4,000 pixels. Here is an overview of our proposed method. Our approach integrates the super resolution and altitude data directly into deep animal detection pipelines for the animal detection. And firstly, for the part A, we capture both the RGB images here in the blue pipeline and also associated altitude data in the green pipeline here. And then in the part B, we experiment with resulting original and downsampled visuals. And then in the part C, we use the low resolution images and original resolution images to try a domain-trained super resolution network. And then this network is used to enlarge the image. Here, more specifically, we use the hand super resolution method, and I will introduce this method more details about it later. And then in the part D, we use the altitude data as input to effectively constrain the animal scale and appearance to improve the detection accuracy. And then in the part E, a customer tried baseline network. Here we use the UV3 as our pipelines to finally perform the animal detection to get the final results. We use holistic attention network to do super resolution. The main novelty of the network is that it combines a layer attention module here in the green module and a channel spatial attention module here. And these two modules could make the network learn a better representation of the original image, and then it could finally generate a high quality, high resolution image. And here, this network is from this reference. Then we use the high resolution images as input of our altitude augmented module. First, this high resolution images is processed via a darknet backbone and a feature pyramid network. And we could get a feature map, and here this feature map need to be flattened into a line vector, and then we need to concat our altitude data and the end of this feature vector to form a new final feature representation here. And then we throw this new feature map through two fully connected layers and then to the detection hand, and so that we could get the final result. We compare our results on both of the datasets. First, in the row 1 and row 6 is current state-of-the-art result on each of the datasets. And on row 2 and row 7 is the baseline result. Here we use the UV3 and our baseline detector. And on the row 3 and row 8, we just use the altitude data to improve the detection accuracy. And on the row 4 and row 9, we first use the bicubic method to super resolve the original image, and then we use the altitude data and high resolution image to do the object detection. And finally, on the row 5 and row 10 is our proposed result. We first use the hand super resolution method to do the super resolution, and then use the altitude data and the high resolution image to do the object detection to get the final results. In here, we could find our method perform better on both of the datasets. And then we compare our results on the different scale of super resolution. And for this stage, we first downsample the 500 by 500 pixels test image into a low resolution image, and then use the bicubic or Ken super resolution method to super resolve this image to a high resolved image, and then test. And here we could find the results. Our method performed better in all of the datasets and all of the scale. Here we show the visualization comparison of different methods. The blue bounding box shows the ground truth, and red bounding box is the result of different methods. Here we could see in the first line, the elephants are missed by any other method and could be found in our results. And also in the third, in the first, and in all of the examples, our method performs better than any other method. Here is a visualization result on an entire image. We find that the blue bounding box is the ground truth and the red bounding box is the detection result of our method. And we will find here, in the most cases, we could detect truly for the most of the animals, but still we might detect some other things as animals wrongly, and also we might miss some animals. Finally, the conclusion and our future work. In this paper, we propose a new animal detection for the aerial service that integrates the ham-based super resolution method and altitude data. And as mentioned above, our method could perform better than any other method the state-of-the-art results on both of the datasets. And then, as mentioned, our method still have many detection errors, like we miss some animals, and also we detect some other things as animals. So the accuracy of detection still need to be improved. And finally, the annotation for the aerial elephant dataset and also for the other aerial wildlife dataset is really hard. So I think we could try the self-supervised learning on our future work. So that's all. Thank you. Thank you for listening.